Hey guys, happy Friday. I thought I'd do a little product review today, talk about TexasEye a little bit. Pretty exciting to see that they're starting to take off. It's been my personal favorite product that we have. I've been fishing them now for about 2 years, and I think it's our best product. I'm glad to see other people are starting to catch on as well. But I wanted to talk about something that it's a little bit subtle about the baits, and that is any worm hook. It really depends on what lure you match with that hook. I've seen some feedback online talking about, sometimes using a TexasEye you might not have as good of a hookup ratio. And I'd like to counter that, and I think in some cases that's true, but I think it really depends on what lure that you match up with the TexasEye. A good example is, so first of all, our TexasEye jig, if you don't know about it, it's what we call the Texas rig reimagined. It's basically a jig head on an articulating worm hook, and it has a little bait keeper to make sure that that plastic stays snug up to the head. So it's a weedless presentation that's got tons of action. Really great product. We're super happy with it. So one example of a lure that works but might not be the best choice for hookup ratio, in this case is the Z-Man Minnows product, this is how it looks rigged up. It's a great action, great lure, everything like that. The problem with it is that it's got a solid body. If you notice a Minnows pattern, it doesn't have any slots. It's got more volume, and there's a lot of things that are great about that product for that reason, but it's not the best lure to use with a TexasEye. And the reason is that when it has a solid body, when the fish bites this lure, it's got to slide down. And if it's solid, it's going to get about that far, and it's not going to allow all that hook to get exposed. It exposes less of the hook. So that's probably why you might miss a few fish using this lure. Now, a better choice for that product is almost the same profile, but this is the Z-Man Diesel Minnows. What you'll notice about the Diesel Minnow is on its belly, it's got a very deep slot. I don't know if you can see that, but if you pull that aside, it's almost all a slot on the bottom. And what that means is that when you push this hook up through, there's just a little thin strip of material that's going through the hook. And what that's going to do is allow, when the fish bites that, it's going to allow it to slide way down and expose a lot more of that hook with a lot less resistance. So if you are fishing a TexasEye jig, a better choice is a Diesel Minnow. You have a lot better hookup ratio with that. And here I'm going to go ahead and rig it up so you can see how it looks. It's a beautiful match to a TexasEye. When you rig it up right, that's how it'll look, just like that. Now when the fish bites down on that, it's going to slide right down that slot and expose a lot more of that hook. A second profile that's my personal favorite, absolutely love these, is the 4-inch scented jerk shads. Now these are the ultimate profile to use with a TexasEye. Just like the other ones, they have a slot on the big slot on the belly, but they also have a little slot on the top. And the way this thing looks, I'm not going to take it out because it's got Pro-Cure on it, so it's kind of messy to rig it here in the shop. But when that thing's rigged up, it looks really, really, really nice with the TexasEye. My personal experience, I have not missed any less fish with that rig, with that profile, than a regular old trout eye jig with an exposed hook. It just has a fantastic hookup ratio that way. So if I had one jig and one profile to fish with the rest of my life, this would be a TexasEye with the 4-inch scented jerk shads. Give it a try. Let us know what you think. I think you won't have any issues with hookup ratio with that combo. All right, till next time. I've talked enough. Thanks. Bye.